Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Here is the Avast Security News Roundup for the week ending September 9th, 2022. HP Support Assistant has a DLL hijacking vulnerability. HP published an HP Support Assistant security advisory on its website on September 6, 2022. According to the information, HP Support Assistant is vulnerable to DLL hijacking. DLL hijacking is a common attack technique that exploits weaknesses in the DLL loading order on Windows. If programs do not specify library paths properly, attackers may exploit the weakness by placing malicious DLL files in locations that are prioritized over the location of the legitimate DLL file. The vulnerability has a severity rating of high, the second highest after critical. HP published an update for its HP Support Assistant software that includes the fix. The company recommends that customers turn on automatic updates to install the latest version. Alternatively, customers may download the latest version of HP Support Assistant from the official website. Just follow this link. See more at ghacks.net. Major new Google Chrome security bug. If you're using Google Chrome or a Chromium-based browser, whether on Mac OS, Windows, or Linux, it's time to check for a critical security update. The security lapse involves a collection of back-end libraries called Mojo, which are used by Chromium-based browsers, including Opera, Brave, and Microsoft Edge. The Avast Security browser was also affected, and it has been updated. The zero-day vulnerability is classified as high severity. Google's update patch fixes the vulnerability and updates your current version of Chrome to version 105.0.5195.102. If you haven't applied the recent update, or if your updates aren't automatically enabled, update the Chromium-based browser as soon as possible. Read more at CNET. Hackers claim to have breached TikTok. Who would have thought that TikTok would decide to store all their internal back-end source code on an Alibaba cloud instance using a trashy password? Blue Hornet tweeted on September 3rd. The threat group, also known as Against the West, said it had already pulled out over 790 gigabytes of data. In total, the threat actor has already extracted over 2 billion records. Considering the entries are from all over the world, it is unlikely we will sell or release this. Lastly, the data contains a lot of underaged people. Releasing such information along with the data that is being stored without users' knowledge is so dire that we think it would spark something dangerous, Against the West said on breach forums. TikTok is neither confirming or denying the breach claim. Read more at Cyber News. If you've listened to my podcast and other entries, by now you know there have been lots of breaches within TikTok. My best advice is simply get off TikTok. The U.S. imposes new sanctions on Iran over cyber attack on Albania. The U.S. Treasury Department on Friday announced sanctions against Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security and its Ministry of Intelligence, Ismail Khatib, for engaging in cyber-enabled activities against the nation and its allies. Since at least 2007, the MOIS and its cyber actor proxies have conducted malicious cyber operations targeting a range of government and private sector organizations around the world and across various critical infrastructure sectors, the Treasury said. The agency also accused Iran's state-sponsored actor of staging disruptive attacks aimed at Albanian government computer systems in mid-July 2022, forcing it to suspend its online services. Read more at the Hacker News. U.S. seizes cryptocurrency worth $30 million stolen by North Korean hackers. More than $30 million worth of cryptocurrency plundered by the North Korean-linked Lazarus Group from online video game Axie Infinity has been recovered, marking the first time digital assets stolen by the threat actor have been seized. The seizures represent approximately 10% of the total funds stolen from Axie Infinity, accounting for price differences between time stolen and seized, and demonstrate that it is becoming more difficult for bad actors to successfully cash out their ill-gotten crypto gains. Aaron Planty, Senior Director of Investigations at Chainalysis, said, read the whole story at Hacker News. This week's must-read on the Avast blog. Make sure you know the difference among the various state laws when they go into effect and whether or not they apply to your particular business. Read the article at the link listed. And that wraps up this week's Avast Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.